Okay, you're done. All right. Where'd he go?
All right. Well, welcome to our last press conference of the 2025 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships. We have our men's medalists up here with us. With the bronze medal, Camden Pulkinen. With the silver, Andrew Torgashev. And our champion for the third time, Ilia Malinin. I'm going to start them off with an opening question. What does it mean to stand on the podium? We'll start with Ilia.
Yeah, just looking back after that performance, I felt that it was a pretty good performance, and I definitely have improved a lot since Grand Prix final, and I'm definitely very happy with all the progress that I made at this competition. But now I can use the time to take everything that I've learned from my performances and really try to develop them and get it as perfect as I can before Worlds.
Andrew?
Yeah, for sure validating. Whenever you're on the podium, it makes it seem like your hard work has been worth it. Can inspire confidence and definitely gives motivation to keep training and keep pushing on.
Camden?
Yeah, I think standing on the podium for the second time, super validating, and had like a pretty rough fall, so I was happy to be here. And Wichita was a great city to host us, so it was a great time being here, and it was nice to be on the podium here.
We'll now open it up for questions. Come down to Phil.
Ilia, you could have done a much simpler program than the one at the Grand Prix final, but it seems like there's a part of you that will never back down. Is that in fact the case? And also, tell me a little bit about you struggled with the loop landings in the warm-up. Just what was going wrong?
Yeah, I think just about the first thing you said is just I usually just never give up, and I try to find ways to achieve everything no matter what happens. And just overall, just on that warm-up, I know they were not feeling the way I wanted to, so I think maybe that was something that impacted in the program. But overall, I think just kind of getting that feedback from me will tell me that I can work on it a little more or have to change something about that loop or something else, but we'll have to see.
Over to Les.
Hey, Ilia. I was trying to figure out when you were lying on the ice at the end, if you were annoyed or happy or kind of, gosh, things were going through your mind about what you had missed. I couldn't tell what that reaction kind of was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of my main goals coming here was to land that quad loop finally this season, so I was a bit annoyed with myself not being able to do it here, but I think it's given me a kind of a feedback of what I want to do in terms of leading up to the next competition or future seasons.
Andrew, that looked like by far the best free skate of your career. Is that the case? I mean, by score it was, but I mean, did you feel it also overall it was too?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. I've been training for it, so it was nice to put in the second quad and execute it here. From last competition at NHK, it was probably the best free program of my international career, so being able to come here, try to get more difficult content out there and execute it well, that was very validating, and I just want to continue putting more content in there and continue performing at this level.
And Ilia, in terms of the no back down thing, it looked like you were intent on landing that backflip on one foot. Was that in fact And you did manage, even though your hand went down, to land it on one foot. Was that a goal?
Yeah, it was a kind of a, I guess you can call it like a side quest that I was trying to learn the backflip on one foot, because I landed it on 2 feet and I started to make it a little more, laying it out a lot more. So I think the next step would be to to get it on 1 foot.
Side quest.
Come over to Claire.
Another backflip question. Ilia, can you envision a circumstance in which you would do the program and just not put the backflip in? If the program's not going well, do you think you'd consider taking it out?
Well, no, I think that now that I've been able to do the backflip for a few competitions and just been having it for months, I think now it's more part of the program choreography. So I think it's one of those elements that I'll still keep in no matter what happens.
Hi there. This question's for all three of you. As you go into the rest of the international season, what sort of things are you looking to improve or add to the programs?
I think one of the things that I want to add to the program is to be more comfortable skating it, especially for the free program. I would say that the short program, I've definitely come to near perfection of how I feel about it, but the free program, it still has a little bit of work to do in terms of cleaning up some of the choreography or just making things a lot more efficient and neater on my terms. But overall, I think I'm ready and I'm looking forward to trying to build that step.
I would like to, for the rest of this season, I think I'll stick with the 2 toes in the free and just really want to be skating clean, work on my performance, not let any points be off on spins or not getting the GOE I want on any of the jumps or step sequences that I'm doing, and maximizing the component score. So really just refining the programs and being as perfect as possible.
Yeah, I think similarly, not quite sure exactly what will go home and change, but working on refinement, getting those spin levels up. I think in the free program, wanting to increase the GOE on some elements. I feel like the short program has pretty solid GOEs, but really trying to possibly add some transitions, add more flow into jumps. But I'll work with my team when I get back home and see where we're at.
My question is for Andrew. Your performance and your consistency has significantly improved in the past 2 seasons. What has helped build your confidence throughout this time?
Just a smart approach to training. Skating's my everything. It's my life. I dedicate all 100% of myself to it. That's diet, that's sleep, that's how you come into the rink in the morning. It's everything. So it's just refining that process from the end of last season, just building up step by step, not trying to rush things, not getting ahead of myself, respecting how my body feels, not risking injury. And most importantly, the goal is to make the Olympic team next year. So just building, just chipping away at the goal. And I work hard on the ice, and I hope my skating shows for itself. It's not just, I had the blue power rate instead of the red today and I skated perfect. It's months and months of run-throughs and hard days, and this is a great result, and we go back home and recover and get back to it.
Any more questions?
Sorry, I have another backflip question for Ilia. Sorry. Just curious, in terms of the amount of effort the backflip takes in the program versus, a spin or, even a jump, how does it rate? How does it compare?
As I said before, for me now it's more like a choreographic element. So it's really kind of similar to like a stag jump or a split jump. So kind of that amount of energy. It takes a little more than that, but overall for me, in my opinion, just having that gymnastics experience when I was younger and being able to understand where I am in the air awareness helps me do it every time.
gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The red car right